Okay, everyone, we finished the unboxing. We're going to go into the demonstration of this pretty cool, inexpensive little RC tool or toy. What you get, of course, is this actual unit, which has a battery in it, but it's a rechargeable battery. And I've seen this before, and it's kind of a smart little feature. I don't know who thought that came up with that idea, but should be given credit for it. You have this, and I've opened this up. You need to use a little screwdriver. I hate that. You always lose the screws. But there's 3 AA batteries in here. It's a pretty hefty control. I'm assuming those will last a long time. Now, what it has is an internal charge that little connector here, plug that you use to charge this up with. Now, it is charged now, but I'm going to show you how that works. Now, it's a smart idea, and you do it, it goes in the bottom here. Can everybody see that? It goes right in the bottom here. And you leave it on, and you can see how the charge light comes on. See that green light that comes on? These phones are hard to use, and of course you've got to hold them where you can't see the screen properly. Thank you, engineers. So the whole idea is that you can see how it's charging here, and it says you leave it connected for about 30 minutes to fully charge this. Now, it's already charged and working pretty good right now, so I'm going to remove that so that we can demonstrate it. But you just stick it in the bottom there, and from this little compartment here that closes up. Really nice. And as I said, I had little motorized tanks that do this as well. Now, I'm not really sure what, these are apparently frequency buttons here. This is frequencies A, B, and C. I'm not really sure what that means because I'll show you in a minute as we demonstrate this. Now, the first thing you do is there is an on and off button here, right underneath. You can see it right to the side here. This is the on and off button. Get some light on it. Yeah, you can see that on. Now it's in the off position. We're going to, guess what? Put it on the on position. Ooh, it's spooky. The eyes. Look at the eyes. It's alive. Okay, so we have this, and that's kind of cool. Again, you know, this is only 15, 16 delivered. I'm not exactly sure. As I said, I'll put some little... So you get that, and if you change the frequency buttons here, the eyes light up a little different. Here, frequency C, and you get this kind of different changing lights. If you go to B, I don't know, is those different? I don't know if they're different or not. They tend to blink. Let's go back to C and see if there's a difference. Maybe not. Because on the instructions it says frequency, and I'm just wondering if that's your control. And of course you can use different frequencies if they're a problem. Basically it's frequency A, that's the important one, because that's what works all the controls. And now let's show you what the controls will do. First of all, what happened here? We have this completely on. It was just working a minute ago. Is that another one of those things that work? There we go. Had to recycle that there for whatever reason. But you've got the forward. I don't think it goes back. Put that back. It'll spin around. That's why it probably doesn't have back. Or it can go forward. Let's attack that ugly Playmobil figure. Look at how it wants to kill that thing. It's so ugly. And of course you can spin it around, and then of course you can stop it. Was that a range here? Are we not seeing it? So you've got forward, stop, forward, stop. And then of course you can spin it in the direction you want to go. So let's give it a admirable task, and that task is to go after the scummiest and the rottenest figures ever invented by man. otherwise known as Playmobiles. So you can align it here, and as I said, you can't go back and forth. You can stop it, but you can spin it around. So let's get it positioned here, and then move it forward and let it do its God's work. There we go, boom, and let's spin it around. Let's try and get that, boom. There we go. Let's push it into oblivion. Okay. Now, you do have those cool flashing lights there. And again, it's the same control here. It's this side. I guess I should show you that. This side goes forward, stop. This button, you can then spin it around. And no matter what end of this button you push, it only goes in a clockwise manner. You can't go counterclockwise. But, I mean, this is an inexpensive unit. But, I mean, if you work it right, I mean, you really just need to turn it in a direction or make it go forward. Stop. Make it go forward. Stop. Okay, and you can then, if you don't want to do that, of course, it's running into Playmobil land. You turn it around. And, again, you're pushing this button to give that clockwise spin. Forward. Stop. Forward, stop. Spin around. Ooh, stop. So, I mean, that's about the actual working of it. And it does work on low levels, obviously. It's not going to be able to climb up things as we just showed here. Let me put that up a little bit and see if that'll work. Yeah, no, it's not going to work. It's not made to climb things. You just got these wheels on the bottom. It's made to just move around that way. Here again, you spin around, forward, stop. Forward, stop. Spin around. Well, this is going to be a problem. Again, let's move it into... It's this button here for you to spin around. Forward, stop. Forward, stop. Spin around. Forward, stop. So it's a lot of fun. It's cool. This is going to add greatly to my wargaming as the giant adversaries come into the sword and sorcery world. That has to be fought in a particular fashion. Now, in my games, you have to roll dice. You have to do not only roll dice, you have to shoot weapons and hit targets. And then you have to decide how many shots you get, etc. So I have a very advanced. Now, if you're into that kind of what I call practical wargaming, where you're using tools to take the enemy out as well as using some statistical data, but in the end, it's all about blowing stuff up. Kind of like the real military that can't do that too well. But that's another story, Peter Pan. So we move over here, and you see, here we go again. Turn it in that direction, and we'll have it attack the wall. Stop. See if you can get that to turn around. Well, because it spins in a clockwise position, you can't, and it's not going to rotate if it gets stuck. So here we go again. Turn it around and have it attack me. Ooh, okay, we stop. So that's the thrill of that. I hope that made your night and you're smiling like a fool. Watch for my advanced practical wargaming to come and so many other things with it. You know, I find these to be great brain controllers and helps to empower other states of thinking.